Hey there, Sovereigns. Monica Grace from cardreadingqueen.com here, and this is a Lunar New Year reading for love and relationships for the sign of Capricorn. And what's going on with Capricorn right now is that they are in a very unusually playful vibe, and also they're really like ready to be visible in a way that they are not typically as excited about. So it's like I kind of think of them as a very mild-mannered sign in some ways, or you know, I don't know. I don't really even know how to explain that, but yeah, so basically I don't think of them as this like super outgoing, excitable sign, but what's going on with the Capricorn right now is that they are feeling really good and just really ready to be visible, really ready to share their gifts with the world. And they know that they have to be visible to do that. So that's the direction they're going in for the year. So this reading is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus signs, whichever makes sense. It can be for you or for your partner, depending on your twin soul relationship. So take the messages as they resonate. Additionally, there will be a semi-personal reading to go along with this. And to get that semi-personal reading, sometimes called the extended reading, you can go to cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. It is part of a bundle that I have that is 50 situational readings doled out over the course of 2020. And additionally, you know, we do the zodiac readings about every month. I'm not going to promise every single month, but roughly once a month we're going to do zodiac readings like this one and like the set of ones that we have this month. So if you want to check that out, cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. It's a really good deal. There's so it's a very affordable bundle, and then there's also a payment plan. So that makes it even more affordable if you don't have the if you can't get the full bundle right now, or if you can't pay for the full bundle right now, you can do a payment plan of a couple months. All right, so I'm just gonna start drawing the situational energies. And again, Capricorn is feeling like really in their element, really powerful right now, really ready to shine right now. So I chose the decks based on that. All right, so the overall energies for Capricorn, we have secrets and wisdom. Yeah, it's almost like this Capricorn knows, and I feel called to pull a third one. It's like Capricorn knows that they've figured something out in the past year that they are ready to implement in 2020. So this third one says illusion. And what I'm getting from that is that they are breaking through the illusion. So it's almost like, so the word or the thing that's coming to mind the most for me is the illusion of the 3D. And just this idea that maybe they're seeing through the 3D, maybe they're understanding this journey much better than they were in the past. So something has shifted for them, and it's like they're really understanding something on a deeper level than they ever had before, and then they've been able to share in the past. This oracle deck, by the way, it's called Goddess Power, and it is a Hay House deck by Colette Baron Reed. It is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful decks I've ever seen. Comes in a really gorgeous packaging, everything. One of the reasons I don't use it as much right now is because you have to, you know, unless you know a lot about the goddesses, you kind of have to go to the book more often, and that tends to hold me back when I'm doing just readings like this, because I don't really have a ton of access to the book right now. And it would just kind of hurt the flow of this reading to pull away from that. But I do highly recommend the deck, especially if you are, oh, 2 cards came out, especially if you are reading for yourself and you have time to delve into that book. Okay, so let's talk about what the situation is for this Capricorn, and I want to go a lot deeper into this. So we have the, this card is typically the Devil. So in this deck, the Star Child Tarot deck, it is called Oppression. We also have the Lovers, and then we have the Death card over here called Transformation in this deck, and the Three of Cups. Okay. So what I'm getting for the situation for Capricorn, it's like, it definitely feels like they are understanding something deeper about the twin soul relationship. And it feels, so what I'm getting from this is that, so these 2 cards came out together. I'm getting that this transformation from this is like a true death of their old self. And what it is that they are seeing this twin soul relationship as being founded in their higher power. And they're really seeing this concept. So this Three of Cups, not normally how I read this card, but it's a concept that I want to share. And I'm being called to share it. But it's basically this idea that and this is true, basically every religion has this belief in some form. But the idea is that as these 2 people in this twin soul relationship move closer to their higher power, as they develop that relationship with their higher power, they actually move closer to each other as well. And so it's this realization that the twin soul relationship is not about 2 people. It's a complete illusion that this is about 2 people. It's not about the person, like if you're looking at your twin soul relationship, it's not about that other person. It's completely about you moving closer to your higher power. Now that could be God, the universe, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it. It's about you moving closer to that. And as you do that, your twin soul comes closer to you. Now, we have this other card over here, Oppression. I'm going to draw a little more on this because I feel like it's important and it's not really clear to me what this person is feeling oppressed over. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Really, I don't want to say similar energies. I feel though, and they're not normally similar energies, but what I'm getting from these cards is a similar energy. I'm just trying to pinpoint it. So what's drawing me to the similar energy is this portal. So I'm just going to show this. We've got this portal right here, and then we've also got the same, very similar portal right there. And I feel like there's okay, so I feel like there is a maybe rushing towards something for this Capricorn. It's like the issue is that, okay, it's like they think that they've unlocked this secret, and they have. They are understanding something deeper. They are seeing past the illusion more than they ever have before. And there's kind of like this excitable energy because of it. So they're really rushing toward this twin soul or this relationship with this information in mind. And it's almost like, So it's almost like they're rushing toward the situation, but it's a little too hungry. Basically, like they're just a little like hungry, thirsty, whatever you want to call it. But it's like they kind of want it a little too much. It's a little too eager. And what that is, it's actually based in fear, is what I'm getting from that. And the fear is around, you know, it's kind of around like, this is my only shot. Or it's around like, this is the end of it. And it's like this feels like the missing piece for them. And it was a missing piece. So it's not like they're wrong, but they're trying to, it's like they're trying to move toward this as like, this was the missing piece, as opposed to this is a missing piece. So they're really kind of banking on this idea that this is the thing that they've been missing. And now they're like going full steam ahead and going a little fast on this. And it's actually like possibly gonna repel their twin in some way, just because the energy is just a little strong right now. So it doesn't mean that it has to repel the twin. It's just that it may repel the twin. And it's just this energy of eagerness. All right, so we're going to go deeper into this about the feelings for the Capricorn. What is the Capricorn feeling right now? So I've got the 8 of crystals. The crystals are the pentacles in this deck. We have serenity. And I'm not sure what this, so it looks like it is 9, I guess. Oh, so this is the card of the Hermit, traditionally the Hermit. And then this is the Empress, number 3. Okay, so we got 2 major arcana around how they're feeling. Yeah, it's like, this card is attracting me right now. It's almost like they are going to go all in and go really hard on their spiritual work. What I'm getting from this is that it's actually that their twin might not be in their life right now. So I'm getting like this hermiting energy. And it's basically like they're going to go away for a bit and go all in on their spiritual work, work really hard on that. And then at the end of it, they are hoping that their twin soul is going to be on the other side of that. This Empress, what I'm getting from this is really around the feminine. What I find interesting here is we've got these orbs, but they look like moons. And then we've also got the moons right here. And it's like, this one's kind of like facing backward, facing forward type of thing. Okay, so this person, this Capricorn, they are really focused on their feminine right now, and really focused on the energy of that. Kind of the best way to describe this, I feel, and I'm not even sure if this is making the most sense right now. I'm going to draw another 3 cards. So we got the Emperor. Interesting, as the Empress just came out. The Queen of Crystals. And then the King of Swords. Okay, so all right, so this Capricorn, I'm going to go back to here. This Capricorn, they are working really hard. They're kind of going away and doing their own thing. And it's all coming from a place of believing that they are doing all of this in the feminine energy. And the feminine energy is around, receiving. It's around magnetizing, all sorts of things. It's around wisdom, beauty, abundance. So what I'm getting is that this this hard work, like it's like they're trying to apply the idea of hard work to the feminine, when that idea and that energy is actually, it's a more active energy, and it's actually a very masculine energy. So what's happening is they're trying to apply it from a feminine perspective, and it's not, this is what's really going on. It's actually causing some conflict, because you have here the Emperor and the King of Swords, two of the most divine masculine cards in the deck, really. No, not as much the King of Swords, but the Emperor, absolutely a very divine masculine card. The King of Swords, it's a very strict card, kind of a Saturn energy. And I wouldn't call it the divine masculine. I would call it a little bit overboard, compared to the Emperor. The Emperor is like a softer energy than the King of Swords. So what's happening is that they are trying to use this hard work, this idea of hard work with the feminine, but it's actually creating tension, because there's this feeling of control around it. And so they're actually acting in a very masculine way about a very feminine energy. So we have this Queen of Crystals, and what it is that so it's like they're trying to use the feminine to build in the physical, is what I'm getting. And it's like they know that using the masculine to build in the physical was maybe not in alignment for them. So maybe this is a feminine, and they were trying to use the masculine to build in the physical, and it just wasn't working. And so they're really getting this feminine energy right now, but they're trying to apply these masculine structures and skill sets to the feminine energy. And it's all in the name of trying to create in the physical, but it's like they haven't quite gotten a part of it right. It's kind of the best way to explain it. So what I'm getting is that they may be doing a bunch of kind of active healing or active work in order to grow closer to their higher power, when that's not actually necessary. It's almost like somebody who is trying to build a friendship, and so they're like asking that person out to go out to coffee like every single day or something. And it's like a very clingy energy, and it's just like not, it's like you can't build friendships that way. So like relationships, they unfold very naturally, and when you try to artificially build that, it doesn't work as well. And I'm reminded of a Big Bang Theory episode where Sheldon, who's the main character of that show, is building, he builds something called the friendship algorithm. And it's like this flow chart of how to make friends. And it's kind of like, that's kind of the energy that is coming forward in this situation, that the Capricorn, this thing is unlocked for them. They are trying to move forward with it, and they're hitting these roadblocks because some things are still out of alignment for them. Okay, I'm going to pull some guidance for the Capricorn. And then we are going to go into the semi-personal reading. So if this is tapping into the energy of you or your partner or your relationship, and you want to go deeper, the semi-personal reading is going to cover hidden aspects of the situation. What does the party, or what does the Capricorn want? What they are blocked on and trying to get what they want, and then what they're not communicating about that block, whether it's to themselves or whether it's to their partner or their twin soul. And then we'll do some more final guidance. So if you want to get that, go to cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. So I am going to leave you here with this guidance for those who are not going on. Yes, this is the Capricorn speaking right now. Okay, so let's unpack this. I love you beyond measure. So this Capricorn is doing their spiritual work to get to their twin soul. That's really important. They're not doing this. There's no other access point for them. They're not doing this to, get more money or anything like that. It's not like they're manifesting money and they're learning about the law of attraction through that. They're actually using law of attraction to get their twin soul right now. I'm afraid of being vulnerable. This comes down to what I was saying before with this feminine energy, because the feminine energy, it is a very faith-based energy. You have to have faith, and having faith, there is a good chance that you can look really silly and really stupid as a result of having faith. Faith is not something that is, highly valued or highly recognized in today's society. So that's where the fear is. They're so afraid of sinking into that feminine for real that they are trying to apply this masculine structure to the feminine energy. And this is the root of that. I'm afraid of being vulnerable. And then we have we're under the same sky, feel me there. So this is relating back to this card where the Three of Cups, where I was talking about the higher power, and as the two souls grow closer to their higher power, they grow closer to each other. This is meant to unfold very naturally. It's not meant to be something to actively work toward or strive toward in a very hardworking, active healing way. This is a relationship you're building with your higher power, and relationships have to build they have to build very organically or naturally. So there's a clinginess to this relationship of trying to kind of fast track the relationship that is not going to feel good to that twin. It's not going to feel good to your twin soul. And it's just not gonna work as well. It's not, because the foundation has to be there. So that's what this is saying. We're under the same sky, feel me there. Know that this relationship is already in the process. Know that this is already unfolding very naturally. You don't have to do a ton of active work toward it in order to build this relationship. And know that it's not gonna go anywhere. There's no fear of losing this because there's no timing. So it's you can pull back on that energy. All right, that's all for this reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If you want to go on to the semi-personal reading, go to cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful and blessed day.